Alright, I'm down to explore this place because this dungeon is actually not difficult. Reload or Cold Steel 4? Fair. I haven't finished Reload. I played a bit of it on my own time, never went back to it. Mostly because I've been so busy. But I've liked what I played of it so far. I mean, mostly it's just a remake of Persona 3, like with the Persona 5 engine. So like in theory, it's like really fun. And I basically know how the story goes in it. Well, I mean, I know how the story in Persona 3 goes. Like, I haven't made it that far in Reload. I think, where am I in Reload? I might be in, like, July or August. I think I just met... What's-her-face? Aegis. Like, at the beach. I have not done it in a while, though, because I've been busy with other stuff. Every now and then I actually haven't played it in a while, but I used to play it, like, just a little bit. Because I think by the time it came out, I wanted to replay Royal, that's why I never did it for the channel, and then I caved because it looked really good. So I bought it. One day I'll do a playthrough of it, though. For sure. Visions of Mana or Zestiria? That's a new one. That's an unpopular opinion. I mean, I'm not a Zestiria hater, but like... Did you not play that many games this year? Visions of Mana is a pretty good game. Not my game of the year, but I did enjoy Visions of Mana. Very fun gameplay. The story in Visions, like, kinda went downhill, unfortunately. I don't think it was bad, but the story had me hyped, and it didn't really keep my attention. I feel like they could have done so much more with it, and they didn't, unfortunately. But the gameplay was hella fun. Like, the gameplay carried that game. The only reason I can consider Visions of Mana, like, one of the best games of the year is its gameplay. And again, the story isn't even bad, the story just is like, it's kind of just run-of-the-mill. Which, you know, Mana games aren't known for stories, but still, it had me hyped. It just kind of disappointed me in the end with its story. I still liked it. I still thought it was a good game. I have to get my platinum in it. At some point. Cold Steel 3 is my winner so far. I'm gonna have to play Cold Steel 3 soon. I mean, we're definitely gonna do... Surely we'll do Cold Steel 3 in 2025. I don't know when. Maybe I could squeeze in, like, February or something. Because, 2025 is, like, really drought of new releases. How long has it been since I finished Azure? Since, like, didn't I do Azure in, like, March or April? I think it's been like 9 months or something. I don't remember when I did Azure. I think I did it in like March or April. Nice. How's my re-journey going? Oh, I actually finished the Cold Steels. I wasn't gonna say anything because, like, obviously when I started it would have been like when I did the games, but, you know, since you're asking, yeah, I did finish Cold Steel 1 and 2 again. I kind of just, like, I think I screwed up trying the trophy hunt in Cold Steel 1 at one point. So I just ended up, like, I was gonna try to platinum them, but I think I screwed up because the Cold Steel games are, like, they're, like, hyper-specific to platinum. But, and at that point, I kind of just, like, speed ran them, watching the cutscenes. Like, I speed ran the games, watching the cutscenes. Like, through the gameplay stuff, because I just want to, I'll be honest, I didn't have, like, I don't have free time when I don't stream, so I was like, yeah, Cold Steel 1 and 2's gameplay is fun, but, like, I want to just kind of speed through the combat and get the story, and that's, like, it. And that's kind of what I did. Well, you know, re-get the story. I wasn't gonna say anything because, like, basically I was gonna just, like, I was gonna shadow drop it and be like, oh, Cold Steel 3, and, like, presumably I finished the games, but, you know. Yeah, I did finish them. Yeah, we have to get the Cold Steel 3, like, next year. We definitely will. I promise. Go this way. Fine. 620 gold? Yeah, I like the Platinum games, and I was kind of trying to Platinum them, but then I decided, like, you know, I came to the conclusion that, like, alright, I don't have time. I don't have too much time to, like, spend, and also, like, you know, I didn't feel like restarting the game because I missed something. So, I kind of just gave up, I guess you can say. I have such a big backlog of games I need to Platinum, and I have such a big backlog of games I need to Platinum, Cold Steels aren't even some of those games. Like, they're not even on that list. Yeah, we'll see how I feel about Cold Steel 3. I think Zero and Azure were hyped up for me too much. I feel like Zero and Azure were hyped up a lot, and I liked Azure, but I definitely didn't love it. So, we'll see how I feel about Cold Steel 3. I definitely didn't hate Azure. And if you consider, like, you know, Zero was supposed to be built for Azure, so when you put them together, like, I did like them, but I definitely didn't love them. And those are supposed to be, like, some of the best Trails games, according to the fandom, so I don't know, anything can happen. Which I guess that's also why I haven't done Cold Steel 3. I guess that's why I haven't done Cold Steel 3 super soon, and I haven't been focusing on the replays, because, like, Zero and Azure were good enough, but, you know, they weren't, like, amazing. I wasn't super hyped to, like, see Trails after them. And also to avoid burnout, because burnout's a real thing. Especially with Trails. Bum, 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 bum. Cold Steel 1 I felt the same about. Not really much different. Cold Steel 2 is where it gets interesting. I don't know, I feel like I think my opinion of Cold Steel 2 dropped a bit when I finished it, like the second time, but I still like it. I think it definitely dropped as opposed to when I played it the first time. Still a good game, though. I still enjoyed Cold Steel 2. But there were some moments, there were times where I was playing Cold Steel 2 and I actually cared a lot more. Like, mostly with the divertisement stuff especially, I actually enjoyed divertisement a lot more in Cold Steel 2 because I knew I had personal connection, or, you know, I knew about Lloyd and Risha, so, like, I had a bit more... I was a bit more invested in Divertisement and, like, just Azure Tree stuff. Like, stuff flowed better. But as an overall game, it probably, like, dropped a tad. It drags too much? I don't think the game drags that much. You know what really does drag in Cold Steel 2? I feel like the epilogue in Cold Steel 2. If anything, I feel like the epilogue drags in Cold Steel 2. I think that's the big thing. Because you have like the Infernal Castle, which is pretty hype, and then you have like all the stuff with Osborne coming back to life, yada yada, the bird, Grianos, like, getting slashed by Rufus, all that crazy stuff, which is cool. Then you have Divertisement, which is also really cool. I feel like the epilogue, that's where I felt it. I still liked... I'm gonna finish this thought and then we'll continue playing this. But... Osborne never died? No. I meant the part in Infernal Castle when you find out Osborne's alive. Like, when the reveal that Osborne's actually alive and that he reveals he's Reem's father. That's what I was talking about. I know he never died. That stuff's all great. The Infernal Castle stuff's still good. And the Divertisement stuff is better because I played Zero in Azure. But... the epilogue? I still like the moment when Class 7, like... when, like, Reen has to, like, stay behind and, like, Milliam, like, sheds a tear. That moment's still nice at the end of the... what's it called? At the end of the schoolhouse, or the Reverie Quarter, whatever it was called. But, that whole chapter feels unnecessary and way too long, I think. Which is what I noticed going through it again. I might have felt that way the first time too, but I think I really felt it the second time. So, I don't know. I feel like in that department, yeah, it kind of drags. Just a bit. Like, I feel like the message is good. The message is, like, good, but I feel like just the whole epilogue itself just kind of feels unnecessary. Like, I feel like they could have hammered home that same message in a much more brief way, I guess. They could have delivered it. It could have been more brief about it, I suppose. I don't really know how to word it, but it just felt like it dragged, that part. Dear Mother, I hope you can forgive me. But if fairies and humans can't be together in this world, then we have no choice but to go together to the next. All my love, Aniseed. I don't know, I don't think it needed to be as long as it was, and it definitely didn't need to be, like, playable, like, that much gameplay left. I feel like at that point, you're like, oh, Cold Steel 2 is, like... I don't know, the Infernal Castle stuff already felt like... Obviously, they couldn't end the game with Osborne revealing that he's Reen's father, but, like... after that stuff, and after Divertisement, it's like... why? Do you need this to be, like... it's like another 10 to 15 hours of the... Not 15. It's like another, like, 6 to 10 hours of the game or something. Maybe. That dungeon's also really long, too. Is something I noticed. Yeah, it just feels too long, that part. Everything else about Cold Steel 2, like, yeah, it's still good. It's not great, but it's still good. Kind of the same as how I feel about Azure and Zero. I still need to watch those NG Plus stuff. I didn't watch them yet. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I got the Dreamstone. I think I did. Sure did. Alright, let's hope that I'm strong enough to do this pyramid because I'm done with the Dreamstone stuff. Take me back to Norvik. Or not Norvik, I think it was the Fairy Village. Wrong place. Oh my word. Cannot wait to be over this sickness tomorrow, hopefully. Here's hoping. Okay, back to the Queen. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I just completely forgot. I'll probably watch it.
The Dreamstone you've got there?
Probably gonna watch it closer to when I actually play Cold Steel 3.
They jumped into the underground lake together and drowned. And all because I wouldn't let them be together. Here. Take this Wakey dust and go back to Norvik. You can use it to lift the curse I put on the place. It's what Aniseed would have wanted. Oh, Annie, my little girl. What have I done?
Got some Wakey dust. Alright, excuse me. I think that burp actually came through, pardon me. That's what I get for drinking Diet Coke. Okay. Now I go back to Norvik? By the way, really stupid that the game doesn't tell you about this. So we're supposed to go to a shaman the pyramid now. By the way. That's really nice. That looks pretty. One by one, the villagers awaken. I was walking the dogs. What happened? Oh, large trails rant. Depending, if you care or don't care about trails, depending on that, then either you missed a lot or not much. Alright, I think we're done here. I'm gonna rest and also see if there's new equipment. So now we should be good to do the pyramid, and the good thing is the pyramid's mostly explored. I just need to get to the end of it and fight the boss. Gonna be honest, I'm still having a fun time with Dragon Quest 3. I was like really hyped for the game like leading up to its release, and I'm still having a good time. After that like directioning nonsense, I'm like my enjoyment and hype has dropped a bit. Because I was actually really, like, a month ago, I was, like, really excited for this game. And I'm still having a good enough time with it. But, like, definitely kind of killed my enjoyment a bit with that directioning nonsense. That's really beautiful fire. I love it. So much so that tomorrow, I think I'm actually gonna play Metaphor Refantasio. Like, instead of doing a third Dragon Quest stream in a row. But then we'll pick up Dragon Quest again on Sunday. Alright, is there a weapon shop here? There's no weapon shop, there's an item shop, so maybe. Maybe there are some weapons. Who knows, maybe the game will start to like pop off again, but like, you know, my hype factor has died down in today's stream. Because last stream, yesterday, I was like really having fun and I was really hyped. Like, I guess my hype has died down just a bit after everything we went through in these last 2 hours. Alright. Have a boomerang. Let's get you guys some armor because the pyramid dungeon is stupid. Yo, Kogo Evasion is incredible. Give that to Eric. Let's also give it to you as well. Good thing I have a lot of money. Sell that, sell that. I'm selling one of these prayer rings. I have like 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Let's do... I'll keep that. Alright, anything else I can buy? We all have Cloaks of Evasion, so we should be good for this pyramid dungeon. Not everyone is like 16 to 17, but we should be good. Yeah, Sorrow's behind because he keeps dying. Alright. You know, we're as good as we're gonna get, basically. So I think we're good to just move on.